Okay, so we're gonna start recording here now.
All right.
Fucking okay. So this is
I
Zach.
gotta compose too, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the Zackass podcast, and I'm here with Ouija Macc. Dude, fucking this has been a long time coming, so we keep on trying to hang out, and at least now we're virtually hanging out. Yeah, it's been a while. Fucking
Crazy, man.
yeah. So how have you been? How's your quarantine been going?
You're looking at it, man. This is it right here.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this shit's wild, dude. Like out of nowhere, now we're all just stuck in our houses for like fucking ever. How long has it been? Like 2 months now? Almost 2 months?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, that's what it feels.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just insane, man. Fucking. So, okay, let me. So where are you from, Ouija?
Vegas originally. I was born and
Vegas?
raised in Las Vegas.
Okay, in Vegas. Okay, Vegas. I've only been to Vegas once. Fucking. How was it growing up in Vegas?
It sucked, but it was cool too. I feel like growing up anywhere sucks ass, but it's also good for other reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
Pretty much like anywhere.
Yeah.
It sucks ass.
Yeah, like I grew up in Indiana. There's like not shit to do there. So I 100% agree with you. You know, usually like everyone thinks their hometown fucking sucks, you know? It's just like,
Sure.
you know.
Vegas is just like a different kind of animal. Like by the time I was 21, I had already had like alcohol poisoning probably like 5 times and didn't want to drink anymore.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, where I'm from, everyone's just like doing drugs and like overdosing and all that good jazz, you know, all
Vegas
the good
is
stuff.
Good for that too.
Yeah.
I had the luxury of like watching my friends' parents like gamble their rent money away because like, none of the casinos ever closed. And there's like slot machines in all the corner stores and shit. So I'd be at the corner store like getting a soda, and I'd see my homie's dad or mom at the slot machines like, fuck, shit, no!
Oh my gosh. Hilarious and sad.
Or, you know, sometimes they hit a royal flush or some shit.
Yeah.
And they took us out for ice cream. You know what I mean? You never knew. You were either going to get beat up or you were going to get ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it was ice cream. That's what everyone wanted. So, when did you start rapping? When did you start like your whole like musical career? Like when did you start off?
I mean, rapping is something that started for me really young. Like once I heard rap, I automatically like just wanted to do it. Like it was like, holy shit, that is cool. I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I want to say, I don't even know how old I was, but I know it was definitely like around kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah. Oh shit.
My first memories.
That's really young.
My first memories of like trying to compose my own shit was like on my way to school, really young.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, man. Who were your inspirations when you were that young? Like, who were you listening to like in that point in time in your life?
The first shit that I ever really fucked with was Eazy-E. Eazy-E was my first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know this, but my birth name is Eric. So.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like I looked into him and his name was Eric, and like it just connected for me. I was like, damn, tight. And then I started making everyone call me E, but no one would call me E. It didn't work. Yo, my name is E now, guys. All right, I'm going by E. That's it.
Oh yeah, fucking. So like, how did you end up How did you end up getting the name Ouija Macc? Like, how did that come about?
It's an assortment of things. Like, for one, the neighborhood I grew up in, there was a lot of Lil G's. There was many Lil G's, and I don't like. I'm also a fan of Zackass, so I know you know Wee Man.
Yeah.
So Wee G.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm a short dude, and I just didn't want to have a run of the mill same as everybody else's name, and everyone would call me Lil G all the time, and there was too many Lil G's, and I was like, no, call me Wee G. And then when I started rapping, I just flipped the spelling.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I was thinking like, you know, because everyone thinks like, you know, like Ouija board, you know, like this and that. Like, you have any? Speaking of Ouija boards, have you ever used a Ouija board before?
Yeah, I have.
You have any weird Ouija board stories?
You know, it's crazy because it sounds so cliche, but like, I had a Ouija board, and the girl who I was with at the time was like
Yeah.
not with that shit. She was like super like superstitious and like not with that shit.
Yeah.
And she threw it away, right? Because she was pissed.
Yeah.
And then it ended up in my fucking car somehow.
Oh my gosh. Dude,
like
okay.
the trash went out, like that sounds so dumb.
Yeah, it
and,
sounds like
it sounds like some contrived ass shit.
Yeah,
but I don't give a fuck, dog. That shit was in my car.
Okay.
I saw it in the rearview mirror when I was driving and was like,
yeah.
I called her. I was like, yo, did you put that shit in my car instead of throwing it away? She's like, no, I took that shit away. So yeah, that was weird.
Dude, that is fucking weird. Cause like, dude, I have a pretty crazy Ouija board story as well. Like, dude, like everyone's like always like, oh no, Ouija boards are fake. It's just everyone moving them around and shit.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I always thought, like, I grew up in a really religious family, and my family was like super Christian. So like, fucking Ouija boards were not like, we weren't allowed to have Ouija boards ever. Cause they were like, that's the devil. It's the fucking devil. Well, you know, and like all this shit. And like fucking my sisters, like I have like 2 younger sisters. They were at their friend's house and they went and they were like playing with this Ouija board. And they said they heard like this fucking like maniacal laughter like while they're playing with the Ouija board. And like obviously we thought like someone was like playing a prank on them or something. But then like, but my sisters were like so scared about what happened. Like they were like shaking and all this stuff. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like this just doesn't seem like a prank, you know? And like they bring the Ouija board over to the house where I was at. And we started messing with it. And then like, I forgot, like some weird thing happened. And then I was like, dude, fuck this Ouija board shit. Like, I'm going to burn this Ouija board, dude. I don't want this anywhere near us. And, like, okay,
Isn't that like how you ignite the fuckery right there?
So, yeah, because that's the thing now, okay? Like, I didn't hear about this till later on. But, like, there's, like, a couple things you're never supposed to do with a Ouija board. You're always supposed to close it out, like, every time you use it. And then one of the biggest no-nos is fucking lighting it on fire. If you ever light a Ouija board on fire, like, there's 1 or 2 things can happen. You're either going to hear, like, this noise, and then you're going to instantly die, like this scream, and then you're supposed to die, or whatever was in the Ouija board, whatever is supposed to follow you around for the rest of your life after you burn it. That's what's supposed to happen. And that actually freaks me the fuck out now to this day, because it took forever for us to get this Ouija board to light on fire. Like, it literally, it took so fucking long. It wouldn't burn. We were pouring gas on it. We're doing everything we could to get this thing to fucking light. And then finally, when we get it to light, like all like the fuck like the embers and everything, it made the form of a face. Like I'm not even joking. Yeah, it was the scariest fucking thing ever. Like, and then
I believe that shit, like,
yeah,
I don't necessarily know if it's particularly the Ouija board or if it's people's belief in the Ouija board. But I feel like human beings, our belief is a power. And I feel like when you have a concentration of someone believing in something, you can open a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A portal to an alternate dimension or, you know what I'm saying, where spirit energy resides or whatever the fuck it is, whatever's happening, whether it be demons or dead homies or fucking Lord Zemu, you know what I'm saying? The fucking Scientology god. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But like, I think it's more to do with our, like, not, because we always think like, oh, this is fake or that's fake or, you know, spirits aren't real or whatever. There's always like some doubt in our heads. But when you have like someone who is authentically and purely believing in something, I believe that Ouija boards can work. And I think that if something actually is trying to communicate with you and you actually are authentically believing and tapping into that energy, that shit is real and that shit can happen.
100%.
I feel like when people are skeptical of it, it just diminishes it.
No, that's definitely a good viewpoint. Like, fucking, I probably have some like fucked up demon thing following me around now for the rest of my life. So that's great.
Well, maybe that fucked up demon thing appreciates, you know what I'm saying? It's connection to this plane through you. Yeah. Maybe you got a demon homie.
It might not be bad.
Right.
Maybe it's just like, okay, maybe it's a cool demon. Maybe it's like helping me like do cool stunts. Who knows?
Maybe when your haters go to zip up their fly, it like pulls their dick into the zipper. That's because they were hating on you.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. So since we're into the whole paranormal type thing right now, so do you believe in ghosts or anything?
Fuck yes, I do.
Yeah? You have any crazy-ass ghost stories?
Fuck yes, I do, dog.
Okay, let's hear one of them. Yeah.
I have a lot, but there's one that, like,
yeah.
really stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
And again, when you say these things, like, anyone could just say this shit. So it's I don't even waste my time trying to convince nobody, but, like, between me and you, like, I'm just saying this to you, like, fucking, dog, I was kicking it on a couch, right? Now, mind you, I was fucked up, but I wasn't on any hallucinogens, all right? There's no reason why I should be seeing shit at all. And I feel like ghosts and spirits always come to someone when there are circumstances that could explain it otherwise. Like, I feel like, I don't know, man. I just feel like there's always that shadow of a doubt where there's like, oh, it was probably because you do so many drugs, or probably because the moon was shadowing a cloud in a certain way, or whatever the fuck. There's always a way to rule it out. But this shit, dog, there's no explanation for this shit. I'm sitting, me and my homie, like, my homie had just got this spot. He was moving into a brand new spot, and I was helping him move his shit in. So, like, we got the couch in, and some of the shit, and then we had to wait for the rest of his stuff. So, like, there wasn't really anything in that apartment yet. It was, like, still fresh. I sit down on the couch. I was, like, playing video games, dicking around, and I saw some shit in my peripheral vision. Now, this shit has always happened to me as a kid, where I see something in my peripheral vision, like a person or a fucking thing, and I look and it's gone. Like, I'm used to that happening to me, like, in my peripheral vision, seeing shit, and when I look, it's not actually there, or it's like a fucking coat on a coat rack or something that looked like a person or whatever the fuck. But this shit, when I looked, it was still there, dog. It was an old grandma.
Oh my gosh, that is so scary.
It was an old black lady, dog, and she had like a grandkid in front of her, or a little kid in front of her, and she was doing her hair.
What the fuck?
And I could see their faces. I could fucking see them as clear as day, bro. She was doing her hair in the fucking hallway, and I was like, yo, and when I said that, it was gone.
They didn't like say anything. They were just
reacted. I was like, I freaked out. I was trying to get someone to look. And as soon as I started making noise, gone.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It was like I fucking broke that, whatever that was. Like that addiction or whatever the fuck. I don't even know how to explain it, man.
That's fucking wild.
It sounds ridiculous. I don't give a fuck.
No, dude, I believe that shit. I really do. I've had like multiple occasions where like different like weird things have happened. Like the house I grew up in as a kid, like multiple people died in before before my family moved in there.
Side note. We did find out that someone blew their head off in that apartment. That's why the apartment opened up, because the dude in the apartment killed himself. Anyhow.
Oh, holy shit, yeah. Like, you know, I really do believe, like, you know, I believe that kind of shit. Like, fucking, like, I used to go, like, I mean, like, some people, like, apparently, like, died in my house before my family and I moved in. My mom even passed away in my house, dude. So, like, there was, like, weird shit that happened, like, all, like, throughout, like, my childhood. Like, it was just always some weird, unexplainable shit. Fucking, probably, but this, like, one of the weirdest ghost stories type things that happened to me, though, was not at my house. It was at, my friends and I would, like, go, like, ghost hunting or, like, urban, like, exploring, like, just exploring places that are supposedly haunted, you know? And there was this, like, old, like, boys' school that apparently got shut down for, like, I guess, like, some crazy shit happened. Like, some kids died there. Who really knows what actually happened?
There's a lot of that. Like, all them old mental institutions were all doing crazy shit. There's so many abandoned ones.
Yeah, like,
go urban exploring. I love that shit.
Dude, we should do that sometime. That would be fun.
Fuck yeah, we should.
Yeah, we really should.
Dude, I have a homie who has some of that EVP technology shit.
Oh, dude, yes, we have to fucking do that, like, officially. We should officially do it and film it like a vlog, too.
Sure.
That would be sick.
Totally down.
Yeah, that would be so fucking dope.
Who's listening to this podcast better hold us accountable to this shit. Because we're busy as fuck, and we'll find a way to not do it.
Yes.
So make sure we do it.
We have to fucking do this. Baby Flex should come with us too. Fucking he needs to come too. Fucking I want to talk more.
Ghosts would love his ass.
Ghosts dude, they definitely would.
They just
fucking. So here's what ends up happening. So my friends and I were going to like this old like boys' school, and like there's like it's over like a mile driveway like to get up to the place, and so we're walking, so we have to park like in another neighborhood and then walk like probably about almost a good mile to get there, because this whole place, because you can't just like park in front of it or else you get arrested, or like for like trespassing or some shit. So we get up to the driveway, we hop the fence, we start walking up the driveway, but every time that we'd walk up this driveway, and when we'd be walking back, like not a lot of stuff would happen inside. It was weird. But every time we would start walking up, it would sound like dogs were behind us, okay? And it was the weirdest thing. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, we're thinking like maybe there's like actually coyotes or dogs around.
Like a scurrying is what you're saying? Like,
yeah, like you're hearing, it sounded like, and they're getting like faster behind you, and you could hear them like, and it sounds like these dogs like running towards you. So we would always start fucking running to like get to the place as fast as possible.
Yo.
Okay? And then we'd turn around and there'd be nothing behind us. There would be nothing
being
there.
Stalked by an animal, like an actual animal trying to kill you guys, and you just so happen to be scared out of your fucking gourd and you ran fast enough.
Yeah, like, dude.
But that's that shit I'm talking about.
Yeah,
nothing paranormal happens to you without some explanation. Oh, well, that place is abandoned. There could have been wild animals outside.
Yeah, like that's what we're thinking. And then like one of the times, like, so then we're running back, like, so we're walking back, and then like it starts happening again. And, like, dude, I literally, like, my paranormal explanation is fucking hellhounds, dude. I literally think it's, like, fucking, like, hellhounds, dude. Like, no lie. Like, literally, because, like, we're, like, just looking behind us, and we can hear them, like, these dogs, like, panting, and there's nothing fucking there at all. It's insane. But that was, like, probably, like, one of the more, like, crazy things that happened to me ghost-wise, like, at that. And then there was this one house that I was living in at one time where if you took a shower, like this happened to many people that took a shower in this upstairs shower at the house, where like you'd be showering and then it would feel like someone put their hand on your back. And I thought it was just like the wind, or like I thought it was like some sort of like wind scenario. Dude, and then like it was so scary. And then like one day, like then one of my friends is in the shower and he screams. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, hey, what happened, dude? Are you okay? And he's like, oh, no, it's fine, man. It was nothing. And I'm like, no, wait, what happened? Like, he was like, it felt like someone touched my shoulder. And I was like, oh, my fucking God, dude.
Like, we're kind of like in a climate socially where you're like a dork if you say some shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're immediately, nah, man.
Yeah, no.
Shut up.
They're like, no, that didn't happen, dude. There's a logical reason behind it. It's like, fuck you, dude. Yeah, man. Well,
you can't tell me what I saw.
Like, I don't know, dude. I fuck with all that kind of paranormal shit, and like we definitely need to go fucking like with the actual equipment and go like fucking exploring some places, dude. That would be sick. I
definitely have some fucking weird shit that be following me for sure. Like, there's like weird orbs that be happening in all my pictures, like
fuck.
Like fucking
shit, dude.
I've had some deaths pretty close to me. Fucking fucking was pronounced dead. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Wow. What happened exactly, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm going to summarize the story, but I was shot 5 times and I bled to death on the fucking ground.
Fuck,
at one point in my life.
Holy shit.
And like I was like rushed into an ambulance or whatever after a fucking very big delay that caused me to lose a lot of blood.
Yeah.
And so essentially I was getting a blood transfusion and I got someone else's blood in my body right now.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother subject. Dude, I feel like when you have a blood transfusion, when you have someone else's blood in your body, it changes you.
Yeah.
Like, people's blood contains data. Like, I feel like I definitely know and feel completely different since that happened. Like, I feel like I definitely woke up different, for sure.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. When that was happening, when I was laying there bleeding to death, before I lost consciousness, like, I was like thinking, like, damn, am I gonna go to heaven? Am I gonna go to hell? Like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had that thought, like, was I good? Was I shitty? Did I do everything I could the right way or all that bullshit? Like, having that summary real quick before I check out, basically.
Yeah.
Everything got super fucking hot. I got mega hot. And I was already numb at that point. Like, I was already like in whatever you call that. Like, your brain releases these chemicals when you're going through some shit like that, like endorphins.
Yeah.
So like I was like in this weird numb state. But everything got hot as fuck when I asked myself that. and I fucking got mega warm, and all of a sudden everything was a hue of red in my imagination. Like I could feel like my eyes were closed, and like you know when you close your eyes and you're thinking, you have like kind of a black slate, or maybe that's just my brain, but everything's kind of black, and like thoughts kind of just come into that black palette. Well, my palette went completely red and mega hot, and that was when it was over. And I swear, dude, it was like when that was happening, I was envisioning everything around me this weird red hue, and it was like hell is something that is existing along our same timeline.
Yeah,
like hell is happening around us right now,
dude.
And like heaven is also happening around us. Like those are two streams.
Yeah,
kind of like this middle stream. It's weird, dude.
That is fucking wild, man.
I mean, heaven and hell are just terms, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could apply to whatever you want to call it. Karmic realm.
Yeah. That's fucking wild,
That
man.
shit was crazy. I still don't understand it, really.
Yeah. No, like that's just such a crazy like thing to happen. Like my friend, one of my friends from my my stunt crew, Too Stupid to Die, when like after we finished filming the first season, we were, we're all like doing stuff on our own, and one of my friends, Kyler, he does this stunt where he gets clotheslined by he just like rides a bike. He has like a cross on his back, which is made of fluorescent light bulbs, and he rides his bike into this rope and gets clotheslined and falls back. He's supposed to fall onto his back, but what happens is fucking his arms go back. He breaks some of the light tubes, and because they were reinforced with duct tape, one of the light tubes fucking just goes up, impales him through his back, goes through his whole back, goes through his lung, and and goes all the way through his lung, and fucking gets glass on his heart too, like it completely impaled him.
Holy shit!
He fucking had to go to the hospital, and he gets to the hospital, and they thought he just had like some internal bleeding, like they didn't really know how bad it was.
Right.
And then he goes into cardiac arrest and flatlines, and when he died, he survived. He came back. They brought him back.
Right.
But when he flatlined, he said everything just went black, and everything was just black. There was nothingness. Nothing happened. Like there was nothing after. He
Absolutely,
was
man.
gone, and it was just like it seemed fucking just so crazy. It's just like a scary thought, It's like holy shit, like what does come after,
I wonder so many things. Like, was I like dead or dying or at that very cusp of death, and the blood transfusion they were giving me like made me feel or think red or whatever the fuck? I don't fucking know. Was it that I was actually sliding into fucking hell and then I was revived? I don't know, man.
Who really knows?
It can be interpreted a lot of ways, but it definitely felt like hell. It definitely was crazy as fuck and scary.
Dude, I can only imagine, dude. That is fucking wild.
That shit was a trip, man.
Fucking I guess we're gonna
fucking believe that a light tube punctured him. That,
dude, you would never
all
think
done light tube shit.
Yeah, you would never
light
think
tubes on each other's heads and shit. Like fucking.
You would never think that would happen because you break a light tube and it breaks in like a million pieces usually. But
they're fragile, man.
The fact that he had the duct tape on it, it reinforced like too much of it together. Because if like I've done tons of things where like we've taped like light tubes together, and then like the parts that are taped, and then even like a few inches surrounding that duct tape won't break as well. It just like it holds that shit together too much. A spear. Yeah, it holds it way too much together, and like so he got fucked up from that, man. But like he's still he's fully recovered now. He's fine. He's been doing stunts and shit since, but he says like he can still feel like he was never gonna feel the same, exactly, because like he did like actual like like damage to a lot of nerves and shit too.
Dude,
and
I can identify, man.
Yeah, fuck. And like, and they said that he still has like he still has some glass. They think they got all the glass out of him, which that's fucked up to think. Like they just think they did.
Right.
Like,
that's the same shit with me with bullet fragments. Like
oh my god.
They like basically told me because I had to get nerve transplant surgery.
Oh shit!
I got shot in a place in my arm. I got shot twice in this arm where it blew out my nerves. So like everything that controls my hand.
Yeah.
and they had to do a transplant surgery to save my hand, right?
Oh wow.
Where they took nerves, like this much nerve out of my leg. So now the back of my leg is numb, right? They transplanted that nerve. Dude, science is crazy, dude.
Yeah,
like,
that is.
Medical technology is fucking nuts, dog.
Yeah.
Like, they straight up lasered a fucking nerve from my leg into my arm to keep my hand, dog.
That's fucking
it's
wild.
Still kind of fucked, you know what I'm
still
saying?
kind of, but you can still use your hand for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so wild,
man. The concern is that two of my fingers might rot off, they say.
Oh my God.
They said, like, it'll take a lot of, like, physical therapy to keep it, and it still might not even work.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, if you notice, you know what I'm saying, like discoloration and, like, you know, like real bad atrophy and this and that, like, to come back or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this is like the difference in my pinky size. I don't know if you could see this over the internet, but like one of my pinkies is like a little tiny baby nub.
Yeah. Well, shit, dude. That is so wild. It's crazy. How long ago did that happen? Like with the getting shot? Like how long ago was that?
I want to say like 8 years ago.
Damn.
8 years ago now.
Damn, dude.
Quite a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm happy that you seem that you're good now for the most part. I mean, fuck yeah, man.
Like surgeries. But back to dude, I have ADD, man. I got upset.
Yeah, no, it's all good, bro.
Basically, I had they were hollow points and they hit my bone and fragmented everywhere up my arm.
Oh shit.
So like my x-ray looks like the night sky. There's like fucking bullet dust and chunks everywhere in my arm. And like some of them have migrated somehow. Like my body's just like moving them.
Yeah, like it'll just
there's like a concern because of the size of some of them.
Yeah.
If
they get towards like
into the wrong place, it can be really bad.
Oh my gosh, dude.
But like the doctor who did that laser surgery was like, we're not going to take any of them out. But like if we see some that are in the way, we'll take them out. But other than that, we're not going to remove bullet fragments because we're here to save your life and your arm, not take out all your fucking bullet.
Yeah.
Basically, it like was below their pay grade, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Second. It's okay.
Hello. Yeah. Coming right now. Sorry, dog. I ordered Postmates. I had
it's all good, bro.
Delivered. Babe, get the doomies. It's out front.
So, yeah, dude, that's fucking so wild. Let's I'm gonna move on to some other questions if that's cool.
Yeah.
So you're signed to Psychopathic Records. Is that how did that all come about? Like, how have you always been like a fan of like ICP and like and just so? And do you consider yourself a juggalo?
Of course.
Oh
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. I've been a juggalo since I was young. Very young actually.
Yeah. When did you first start like listening to ICP and all that kind of stuff?
I feel like I don't know what age I was.
Yeah.
It was the age where it was so young you don't really know how old you were.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was definitely elementary school.
Yeah.
Was when I started listening and like just like had juggalo homies. I was always blessed to have like older crazy homies that like just put me up on game. I was always like the little dude, the younger dude around always. So I had definitely some fucking dope juggalo homies that put me on to shit, like showed me my first shit. I remember like there was like still cassettes cracking at this time.
Yeah.
Like I had to catch 3 buses to go to this record store that had cassette tapes. And I remember getting the first shit I ever heard was Riddlebox. I heard Riddlebox first.
Yeah.
And that shit, or no, excuse me, Ringmaster. I heard Ringmaster first. Ringmaster was on a gold cassette. I remember that shit. That was the first shit I ever heard. And then I was like collecting the cassettes at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, there's fucking more of these. Like it's just like it's the type of thing that it either pulls you in or it doesn't. And it pulled me the fuck in. And it was just like a quest after that because there was like already several things out that I hadn't heard.
Yeah.
And then like it took me like it was not easy like it is right now to get music. Like now if you find out about an artist, you can listen to their whole fucking catalog.
Yeah, you can just go online and listen to every fucking thing they've ever made.
Right.
Yeah.
Like at this time, fucking you had to like go to a record store and find that record. And if they didn't have it, you just have to ask them to order the shit. And sometimes they wouldn't order that shit.
Yeah.
or you had to like find homies and go, yo, I got this, like fucking I'll dub you a copy of this one, you dub me a copy of that one, like shit like that.
Yeah, just trying to do the trade and everything.
But like I would have like a fucking, this basically like a big ass, like the biggest length cassette tape you could get. And I would like I would bring my fucking boombox to the homie's house so that I could use my dual tape thing to like record some of his tape onto my shit. Yeah. So I had like a tape that had a whole bunch of shit on it.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, you're just trying to get the music at like any possible cost. Yeah.
Right.
That's awesome, dude. So like, what do you think what is being a juggalo? Like for people that don't know, you know, cause like, like what do you consider being a juggalo, and what's being a juggalo mean to you? You know?
I feel like people, like we're a community. That's like to say, what does it mean to be a human being?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I exist, therefore I am type of shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking, you could be a fucking total dickhead juggalo. You could be a super cool juggalo. You know what I mean? But ultimately, to be a juggalo is to be a fucking juggalo. You're either a juggalo or you're not. You know what I mean? Like, and like what kind of juggalo you are depends on what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Like to be a juggalo is not something that is necessarily like you have to fucking pull your socks up to a certain length now if you want to be a juggalo. Like juggalos we're a community. Yeah. We have all shapes and sizes, all different types of people. Like fucking, if you're down with the motherfucking clown, you're a juggalo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Fucking.
And I'm down with the clown.
Yeah. I think we all know that.
Word up.
Word. Fucking. So like, is it so like back to about signing with Psychopathic Records? Like, how is that, like, how did that come about? And like, is it crazy to you that you're working with these people that you've been listening to ever since you were a kid?
It's fucking insane to me.
Yeah. Like, it has to be like so surreal.
Because it's not like, see, like, I grew up a juggalo from a young age, right? And like, but like when I made music and when I started like beginning to make music, like I made my own music, you know what I mean? Like I made the music of me. And like, of course, in that music, there would be juggalo undertones because in the palette of my entire life and what I am, being a juggalo is in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I never like aspired to sound like them or to like, you know what I mean? Like imitate what they're doing. I always made my own type of shit. So I never even thought in my brain that I would ever be signed to Psychopathic Records. It's not something that like I ever even imagined would be real.
Yeah.
Like, that is like something that was just so fucking amazing and like its own awesome fucking thing. You know what I mean? That, it was something sacred that I didn't necessarily picture myself a part of in that capacity. It was like something that helped me and blessed my life. So like all I necessarily saw was that. So like I was making music and shit, and it just so happened that like being a juggalo and reflecting you know, my personality in art form attracted some juggalos, right?
Yeah.
And there was a dude who worked in the Psychopathic warehouse. And his name will be on this podcast as Laurie. We will call him Laurie on this podcast. He's a man of many names. Chip Douglas. Some call him Chip Douglas.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there. He was working in the warehouse packing orders, and he was bumping my music in there.
Yeah.
Like people from the label were listening to it, like being subject to it while they were passing through to go to the studio or passing through to go to the costume room or whatever the fuck, or passing through to just do shit that they were doing. So like a juggalo kind of infected Psychopathic Records with my sound.
Yeah.
And eventually people started going, yo, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? And that was kind of when the interest came. And then it wasn't until later that I actually got a call from Violent J saying, hey man, like fucking, we would really like to have you on the label if you would consider, you know, whatever. And that conversation basically was fucking life-changing.
Oh yeah, I bet, dude. I bet. Dude, that it's sort of like, I mean, I know it's like completely different circumstances, but it reminds me of like how, like, you know, I grew up watching Zackass, and I grew up, you know, like making these like stunt videos and everything. And then like the day I get a call from Steve-O saying that he wants to work with me, you know, it's like, it's like similar in an extent.
And it's not like, it's not like you were like blowing up Steve-O.
Yeah,
like,
no, I wasn't at all. Yeah.
Let me do something. Like, it happened organically.
I was literally just like doing these crazy things, like after crazy thing. Like obviously, yes, I want people to like see I wanted like someone like known to see what I was doing, but I wasn't like, dude, I hope Steve-O sees my stuff. I hope Steve-O sees it, you know. Or
you
like,
just impacted, and I wasn't like carrying on the energy that you were putting into your own shit.
Yeah, 100%.
I totally identify with you on that.
Yeah,
that's why I feel like me and you have a lot more in common than meets the eye.
Oh yeah, 100%, man, 100%. That's just like so awesome that like, you know, that it worked out like that for you, dude. I'm so like, I'm so happy for you.
Likewise, man. Yeah. It's a fucking beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When your heroes, when your heroes are like, your homies all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's amazing when like the people like you've been looking up to fucking are now like literally like peers, and they're like people, your homies, they're people you work with now, and like, you know, it's just insane. It's an awesome feeling to like get that far, you know, because like I never thought, you know, I would get to that point, you know. Like, I mean, I knew I would hopefully do bigger things, you know, but I didn't know like it would get to where it ended up going.
Word.
Fucking okay, here, what other question?
Man, got a list.
Yeah, I do. I have a little bit of a list for you. Fucking so yeah, okay, let's talk about dude, so I've been watching a lot of your music videos. They're like amazing. So how did you meet Baby Flex?
How did I meet Baby Flex? I feel like I was in Detroit and I seen a fire ass music video. I don't remember like who or what it was at this point. It was like, I want to say like probably 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I seen this fire ass video and I was like, man, I'm gonna work with that dude. I'm gonna do a video with this guy. So I hit him up and I'm like, yo, what's good? Your shit is fire. Here's what my shit looks like. It would look pretty cool if your shit and my shit did one of these.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
your
shit.
My shit,
like, yo, I'm out in LA, bro. Whenever you're in LA, hit me up. And I'm like, all right, bet. And then I went to LA and then I hit him up and we linked and it was fucking dope as shit. And that's my homie now, man.
Yeah.
Like art aside, like that's my boy, man.
Oh yeah. He's such a great guy. Like literally everything you guys make is fucking gold, dude. I love all the music videos you guys make.
And we always got some shit percolating.
Yeah, dude, I need to be, like, I know you guys have been trying to get me to be in a music video for a while. I really want to. And as soon as, like, this Corona shit, like, dies down, I'm totally down.
We got to do some crazy shit.
Yeah, 100%, man.
I want to have fucking fun and make a dope video simultaneously.
Yes, we have to. And, I'm working on, you know, that interview show I was telling you about, the Questionably Stupid, where we do, like, dude, I can't really talk about I can't talk about specifics with it right now, but like that's becoming way bigger than I thought it was going to be. So like, hopefully, it's looking like it's going to be like a TV type thing. So on some sort of like a streaming service.
I hope you still want me as a guest on that.
It's so funny. In the pitch meeting that I had, the last pitch meeting I had, I was talking about you in it. I have a great idea for us to do while I'm interviewing you. Have you ever done body suspension?
No.
Oh, well, that's what we're doing, dude.
What the fuck?
You know what that is, right?
Hooks in our skin?
We're going to do that. We're 100%.
Oh, hell no.
Dude, yes, dude, 100%.
No way, dog.
Dude, yes.
Man. Bro, they're going to take my hood pass, bro. I can't go back to none of my neighborhoods after I've been hanging from hooks.
Dude, I promise you it's not as bad as it seems.
Oh, fuck that, dog. Holy shit. I'm getting the chills,
yeah,
bro.
We're going to fucking do it, dude. It's going to be great.
All right, fuck it.
So okay. So like,
good thing I've been eating a lot on this quarantine. I'm going to have plenty of space for them to.
So you're vegan, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been vegan for?
I want to say like 2.5, creeping on 3 years, maybe 3 years. I haven't. What
ultimately like got you to switch to being vegan? Just like was there like something that happened or like anything like specific or?
It was a culmination of shit. It was like the being tired.
Did you watch like some sort of like documentary or something that changed your mind, or?
Nah, it was a homie of mine. Homie of mine, Grim Job. Shout out to Grim Job. Fucking I was just like, I was in what should have been like one of the greatest times of my life, right? But also one of the worst times of my life. Like I was at a place where my music was becoming more successful, like fucking shit was starting to go good. Career wise, but like personally, I was in the fucking dumps, man. Like I have mental health issues. I also had some severe battles with drug addiction and shit. So I was at like a really bad place with the crossroads of the medication that I should be taking to stay sane versus the medication that I take recreationally, and like abusing one and the other. Like just, it was just like, I was in a mental turmoil place, and my homie was like, look, this is going to sound really fucking dumb, but if you just try it, like you've never tried it, so just try it. And like he had been trying to get me to go vegan for like a year before that, like subliminally trying to get me to go vegan, and I just always was like, nah, fuck that, like I need bacon, bro. Dog, how could you not have a fucking Philly cheesesteak when you're drunk, you know, like shit like that. And I had all these things that I felt like I needed. Like, how am I going to be strong if I don't eat steak and shit like that? So I always shrugged it off. But there was like a point in my life where I was desperate enough to try anything. And I was like coming off of Xanax and coming off of a lot of shit. And I made a decision where I wasn't going to do those drugs anymore. And I went vegan simultaneously. Okay. So I was trying that as well. And it started off like eating falafels and shit. And like, but basically I felt great. Like I had kicked certain drugs before.
Yeah, you're kicking the drugs and you're fucking kicking like eating regular food. Like eating and fucking, I actually have I actually relate to that. I'll tell you about that after this.
So I was doing it purely for, you know, personal gain. I didn't give a fuck that animals were being fucking murdered or whatever. Like, I've been brainwashed my whole life by the government and television and everybody to think that the murder of animals is okay. So I wasn't really awakened yet. I didn't actually understand what it is to be a vegan at that point. I just didn't want to feel like shit anymore. So like I started eating vegan and it stuck. And then I put like some solid time together where like I hadn't had any animal products of any kind for like a month. And then I would just like be like, man, fuck this. I want a motherfucking carne asada taco right now. I've been good. I've been vegan for hella long. I want some carne asada tacos, dog. And then I would eat like steak or I would drink milk or whatever. And I would instantly feel like shit. Eat shit, dog. I would get like, I would just feel fucking sick. I would feel fucking tired. Like I just felt awful, man. And so at that point, I just kept up with the vegan shit. And then now I'm like meeting vegan people. And I'm talking to other vegans because I want recipes, because it's hard to be vegan when you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You just think like, oh, this fucking sucks. I got to eat raw broccoli all the time. This is bullshit. So like I'm talking to other vegans, and that's when I start learning what's actually going on with being vegan. Like fucking what is actually in the meat and what is actually happening to people that eat meat and dairy products. Like I started watching documentaries and reading books and shit, and looking at shit like the government advertises milk to us. They don't even give a fuck who you buy it from. They just advertise milk. They just say, milk makes you strong. Milk. Don't be a pussy. Drink some milk. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might not be much now, but I'm drinking milk. And then the dude turns all buff and shit. All of that shit, they're conditioning us to think that we need that shit. And they don't give a fuck who we buy it from. It's literally the entire industry. And that, like, that type of shit opened my eyes when I realized how much conditioning happens to a kid from the moment that they grow up to when they become an adult. And by the time they're like actually free thinking and making their own decisions and shit, they've already been hacked to believe that if they don't eat steak, they're going to be a skinny little pussy. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Just crazy shit like that. Which is not fucking true. None of that is true. But in fact, you will have heart disease and you will be very, very weak before the vegans. So
shit, dude. Yeah. Fucking.
It's a way deeper conversation, but essentially,
I know what you mean.
dairy is a lie. Anyone listening to this who believes that they need that has been lied to. You don't need that shit. In fact, the government wants you to be eating and drinking that shit. And if you that is brainwashed shit right there. At least do your research and make an educated decision. Yeah.
Fucking so my first okay, I was like kicking a bunch of different drugs and because like I was living with Steve-O for a little bit and I was kicking like Xanax and painkillers and a bunch of other shit and fucking Steve-O is vegan. So everything in it, he had me eating vegan the entire time I was there. And dude, I fucking love vegan food. Like vegan food's amazing.
This is a vegan chicken wing right here, dude.
Oh, that looks fire. Like I didn't stick with being vegan though, but like I actually do fuck with vegan food like heavy. You know, eventually I'm gonna try and like transition back into it, but like yeah, dude, vegan food's fucking fire. Like I literally really relate though to like kicking and fucking like eating vegan. Like it was great. Yeah.
It was probably one of the more painless withdrawals, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like nearly as bad like with eating the vegan food and everything too. Yeah. It was dope.
I feel like when you're kicking, your body is in like a survival mode. To get the shit out of it. And like when your diet is also poisoning you and you're kicking, your body freaks out a lot more. It's like, wow, there's nothing at all good in here.
Like, 100%. Fucking what's your favorite fucking go-to vegan thing that you make?
That I make?
Yeah.
Probably tacos.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just love fucking tacos, man.
Yeah, tacos are fucking amazing. You can't really go wrong with a taco.
That's the go-to. But man, I'm addicted to Doomy's. Doomy's is a restaurant in Los Angeles. They just make like all the comfort foods. Like they make everything you could fucking think of as a comfort food, like fucking chicken wings, French fries, fucking a BLT, like fucking all the type of shit that like you think, you know, oh man, I want to go get that. Burgers.
But they make it like the vegan version of it, right?
Right. And like they're just fucking slamming.
Yeah, like the only places like I know there's like this like Thai vegan place. I've been to oh my god, Veggie Grill a decent amount. I don't really know a lot of like the vegan places.
Veggie Grill is good. I fuck with Veggie Grill.
Yeah, Veggie Grill is pretty dope. They're fucking like buffalo like wings. Those are sick. Fucking love those. So let me see what other questions I got on here. So how many have you been playing at the Gathering? Like how do you feel about the Gathering not happening this year?
That's like, I don't know, that's like asking a little kid, hey, we blew up Disneyland. How do you feel?
So sorry.
Hey, little Timmy, watch this.
Like, dude, I was like,
how does that make you feel?
Like, I was literally like wanting to, because the thing was last year I was supposed to go to the Gathering and one of my friends, like their stunt crew performed at the Gathering and in one of the stages or in like a tent or something along those lines. I forgot what stage it was or whatever. And it was like, and I was actually on the bill to be there as well. Like some of my friends from Too Stupid and then and these guys, but they were actually going to be performing on like a way bigger stage this year. But now that, you know, they're not. No, so I was actually going to go this year. That would have been my first time at the Gathering. I was like really fucking stoked on it.
Well, I mean, the positive to this is that we all kind of get to charge our batteries for the next Gathering.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a lot of people are compulsive with numbers. I've seen a lot of people that are like their OCDs have been satisfied by the fact that the number of the Gathering will be in sync with the year.
Yeah.
Like the 21st Gathering will be happening in 2021.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was like a year behind. And that like drove people fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that has OCD that's been seeking by this, because that's fucking so fresh to me. But yeah, it's a major bummer.
Yeah, no, I can only imagine, man. Yeah, like
that, it gives me the opportunity to really focus on my stage show, and like it gives me the time and the means to actually approach what I'm doing there, and like make it that much more special. Like it's really gonna be like a lot better because of that, personally. And I feel like that's kind of the mindset of everyone involved in the gathering, whether there's someone who's booked to perform or whether they're actually a part of the event staff. Like everyone is gonna put that much more love and effort into it, because I think it's become real for a lot of people that like a pandemic could fucking happen, like a fucking shit like this can happen. Look, it is happening. Like there could be no more anything at all. Like like we really gotta make it count. Everyone's really trying to make shit count. Really trying to like in all aspects of shit. Yeah, really trying to put that much more love into it, because it could be the last one every time. Yeah, with everything. The shit you took this morning could have been the last one. I hope you tapered it off with grace.
Fucking so what was my next thing here? Sorry.
I hope you got my brand new music video and my fucking album coming up on that list.
So why don't you tell us about that?
Okay, so right now on my YouTube, there's a brand new music video out. I think we're somewhere around 70,000 views.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Help us keep that going up. Let's keep that fucking number going up. It's called Fall Through the Floor.
Fuck yeah.
It goes hard. I had to break quarantine to get some magic done. But I did it with a fucking limited crew and shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
But I couldn't it's not one of those rapper with a cell phone in his room music videos that a lot of people are doing right now. It's a music video.
Yeah, it's like a legit music video. Yeah,
it's dope.
Well, that's great, man. Fuck yeah.
I got a mixtape dropping May 8th.
May 8th.
Okay. That's like 8 days, I think.
That's not.
Whenever this podcast comes out, I don't know, but
actually, because I'm dropping this on. I'm actually going to drop it on Monday. I'm dropping it on the 4th, so that'll be 4 days from then. Yeah. So in 4 days, that mixtape will be dropping. Oh yeah.
May 8th. Fuck the amount of days. May 8th, motherfucker. But you can pre-order it right now on iTunes and Google Play. Go pre-order Resistance 2.
Yeah, I'll make sure I put the link in the description and everything for you too, bro. No problem. No problem with that. Fucking anything else you want to promote before I ask like my final question?
Just that I have a baby dick. That's it.
Don't we all? Well, I guess that's not true for everyone, but it's probably for me. Okay. I guess we're gonna do fuck, marry, kill for the last thing.
Oh boy.
Okay. So let me give you. Okay, actually, wait. Before we do fuck, marry, kill, I wanted to talk to you about what do you think about everyone that's like completely like, 'cause like I know you said you made a music video and everything, but you did it safely, like not really abiding by the guidelines of like the stay-at-home order. But what do you think about all these motherfuckers that are like having like these protests and like these like parades and stuff, like about the stay-at-home order, like it's like fucking like ruining their lives or something that they have to stay home. Like, I mean, I understand like some people like, like they are living paycheck to paycheck, and like some people aren't able to get unemployment. Some people aren't able to, some people are really fucking struggling right now. But like,
that's what makes it hard for me. To like, because there's really so many. I feel like there's so many different reasons why a person might do that. Like
I guess if it's like one of those things, if it's literally for that reason. But I feel like there's a lot of these motherfuckers that are out there just because they're tired of being inside. You know what I mean?
Straight up. And I think a lot of these people are like super privileged, super rich people. They're bitch ass motherfuckers who don't necessarily just want to be able to go outside. They want all the people that fucking work at the mall to be at work.
Yeah,
They
so
want
they
to
can
go
do
buy shit at the mall and go hang out at the club and go do all the shit that they can't do. They're not like sick of being stuck in the house because they could go for a walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they could take a walk and get some fresh air. I've been doing that because I'm a crazy person. Like if I don't busy my mind in some type of way, it's gonna be bad for everybody. So I have to like protect my sanity, which has been probably the hardest thing with this.
Yeah.
Even in doing so, I wear a mask and fucking, you know, have respect for the people around me and shit.
Yeah.
But like these people protesting, I got some issues with this. I feel like a lot of them are spoiled brats who just want, you know, the fucking people that work at the mall to be back. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two is, if you're protesting and saying this shit ain't real, how come all these dickheads got masks on?
Yeah, no, for real.
They're saying the coronavirus is bullshit and everyone's back at work, but they have a fucking mask on.
Yeah, dude. So, like I saw, I saw one the other day where this guy was complaining, like saying it's not real, this and that, and then literally he's coughing while he's saying it, dude. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude, that shit's been skeeving me out. Like, I don't know what it is now. When I hear a person cough, it's like terrifying.
Oh, dude, it's literally one of the worst things you can do right now. Yeah, like, dude, it's just wild, fucking. Yeah, man. I don't know. I hope like all this. I hope everything starts to get more back to normal here in the near future. But like the thing is, though, dude, it's not going to if everyone keeps going outside and being idiots all the time right now and ruining shit for everyone. You know, we're all gonna have to be stuck inside even longer. You know, like
I'm like ultimately I'm not a fucking scientist. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what is really the right thing to do. But I know that like fucking since people started quarantining, the shit has started to like level out a little bit. It's been
it has.
Like, in a certain realm of shit.
Yeah, and like, do you know anyone that actually has it? Or do you have any acquaintances that have COVID or whatever?
Like there's been like homie of homie, you know what I mean, situations. I
actually
not far from a death from it, so maybe that's why it's a little more real.
Yeah, like I know, pretty much like a family friend of mine had it. He almost died. One of my homies I used to film with last year, he actually had it, but he had like no symptoms. Right. See, it's like it affects everyone so differently. And then like
Fred the Godson died from that shit. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Fuck. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, and it's like it's just like everything. It's just so wild, you know. Fucking. But I guess on a lighter note, let's go out on Fuck, Marry, Kill.
All right.
Okay, so
Bill Gates sponsored the coronavirus.
We're gonna get demonetized for that, but it's okay. Anyways,
you think so?
No, probably not. Well, they I don't know. YouTube's been being really weird about conspiracy theory shit, and then also anything
misinformation about the coronavirus.
Misinformation, even talking about the coronavirus. So who knows?
Word up.
We'll see what happens. So, okay, so fuck, marry, kill. Oprah Winfrey, fucking Elon Musk, and Peter Dinklage.
Who's Peter Dinklage?
He's the fucking he's the little person from Game of Thrones.
Okay, word up. That dude's fucking cool as fuck. Shout out to that dude. All right, I'm gonna just keep it real.
Yeah.
I feel like the only real way to do this is I would have to fuck, marry, and kill them all. I would fuck them all, I'd marry them all, and then I'd kill them all, and I'd get all of their life insurance policies.
That's great. Oh yeah, man.
That's my plan.
Well, dude, thank you so much for fucking coming on here with me, dude. If you want to do one more shout out for anything you got coming out, go ahead and do it.
Just thank you, man. Thank you for me. Fucking this was cool.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much, dude. This has been really fun. Fucking have a fucking badass day, dude. Stay safe, bro. Later.
Peace.